Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 13 minutes after the hour. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is being brought to you by Gain. If your laundry is longing for a scent that's seriously irresistible, you got to try Gain Flings Detergent. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday headlines. The parents of a suicidal Nevada black teenager who was fatally shot by police in 2020 have agreed to a $2 million settlement with the city of Sparks. It also includes more crisis intervention and mental health training for police officers. Makai Lee, who was 18, had no criminal history and was not wanted for any crime when a white officer shot him 5 times while he was sitting in his car with a handgun between his legs and his hands in plain sight. Lee's mother called 911 shortly before the shooting and told the dispatcher 3 times her son was mentally unstable and had a gun. In other news, a new grant-making effort funded by former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer and his wife Connie's philanthropic arm will provide $42.5 million over the next 5 years to support more than 100 black-led nonprofits focused on improving economic mobility. The effort aims to help close the gap for early and mid-stage black-led nonprofits. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Oh, well, the Boston Celtics stay alive in the Eastern Conference Finals. They win Game 4, avoid being swept by Miami. You checked the game out, Rick?
Yeah, I watched it.
Jason Tatum dropped 34 points. But Jimmy Butler, man, he had 29 points, man. He didn't really start shooting the ball till late in the third quarter, but in his easygoing, calm manner, he pretty much said, listen, man, we don't panic. We good.
The only thing I'm going to say is we'll be okay. Let's get back to doing what we've always done to get us to this point. Continually have belief in one another, knowing that we're going to win, and we will. We just got to play harder. Like, there's not too much to say with this group because we already know, so we just got to go out there and execute.
He's right. We're going to play hard and we're going to win. And they're going to get it done. It is what it is.
All right, now. Go on and get it over with. All right.
Yes, sir. The GOAT, Tom Brady, has reached an agreement to join the ownership group with the Las Vegas Raiders. At least 24 NFL team owners have to approve Brady's partnership, but it's looking like he's going to become part owner of the Raiders right there. He's also part owner of the WNBA franchise, the Las Vegas Aces, if y'all didn't know. It's my quick sports report right there. Gary, what's up, Mike?
All right, y'all. Kanye West and Gap, y'all, they're still beefing, honey, in the wake of that failed partnership, honey. And they're saying now that things are getting even nasty and messier, they're suing for only $2 million. Now, according to legal documents, honey, obtained by TMZ, the Gap wants Kanye to foot the bill, y'all, for any damages it might incur, y'all, in a lawsuit it's facing because Gap feels Ye and his company are responsible, y'all, for putting them in this mess. Now, as for that mess, Gap is being sued by Art City Center, a company that says it owns a building, y'all, in downtown Los Angeles that was leased to Gap, y'all, as a storefront for Kanye's Yeezy clothing line. So they're saying they want their money, and Kanye probably don't want to pay him, which I don't know why he got to pay him. Look like the Gap should pay him since it was their store, but they leased him. I don't know, Chop. Anyway, honey, congratulations.
It's too much.
It's too much, Ricky. Hell. Too much, but all prayers go to all parties. All right, the color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Lovebird. On the high end, you say Lovebird, and on the low end, you say beautiful chartreuse green. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Wanda Sykes got something to say about Dave Chappelle. I'm going to tell you what she said up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. Brad, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tad, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, an interview with Variety, Wanda Sykes shared that her thoughts on Dave Chappelle's controversial Netflix special, The Closer. Woo, she said, the actress, she said her and Dave Chappelle go way back, but they haven't spoke since he made his anti-trans comments. I feel like, dang, it was so long ago. But anyway, I guess she feels how she feels. So she said, I think what he said was so hurtful and damaging to the trans community. She told the outlet, as for her newly released Netflix special titled I Am an Entertainer. Sykes said, I know I wanted to say something because so much has been said on that platform. I definitely want something on the other side of it. She also commented on encountering anti-gay and anti-trans comics while she was still coming up as a comedian. People would say all kinds of horrible things, she said, that we used to let people away with, but in this country they would hold public lynchings and people would have picnics and eat potato salad while watching. She said, we're evolving, we're getting better. Ooh, that's deep. Oh, my goodness. All right. Meanwhile, during a recent interview with U.S. Weekly, Matthew Knowles opened up about raising his famous daughters, Beyonce and Solange. Knowles said that he exposed his daughters to various experiences to discover what they gravitated towards. He said, we take them to NASA, we would take them to science fairs, we take them to a library. We take them to sporting events and entertainment to help encourage and inspire his daughters. He would tell them, okay, one day you're going to go to your passion, and you try to do that sooner than later. Matthew said his daughters were almost interested in entertainment. Were almost always interested in entertainment. He also discussed the possibility of Destiny's Child recording another album. Okay, Matthew said that there would be a discussion that the ladies will have to make, but he would certainly support that decision. He said that he still manages Destiny's Child, and he would love to see that. You never know, y'all. He said you never can say what will happen because this is entertainment, and a lot of things can happen. And last but not least, fans who were excited to see LL Cool J's surprise cameo on Monday's episode of NCIS Hawaii will be delighted to learn that he has joined the cast for the show's third season. Entertainment Tonight reports that this news comes after the Deep Blue Sea actor's 14-year run on NCIS Los Angeles had its final series on Sunday. So congratulations to LL Cool J for constantly working and staying on TV and staying in our live sight. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU. Who we repping today, Rock T?
Bring it to Ted. Let's go holler at Morgan State University out there and be more. That's coming up next on the HBCU. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Now you know.
Hey, no. Hey, no. And if you don't know, now you know. HBCU,
Let's ride, baby. It's about that time. HBCU, Rock Teasy up in the building, man. You can't go further before recognizing and putting the spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Yes, we going down to Baltimore, Maryland, home of the Morgan State University. Established in 1867, home of the Blue and Orange Bears and Lady Bears. Shout out to the magnificent marching machine marching band. Let's talk about one of y'all's former graduates. None other than entrepreneur, publisher, businessman, philanthropist, and advocate of African American businesses. I'm talking about Mr. Earl G. Graves Sr., founder of Black Enterprise Magazine, which covers African American businesses with a readership of nearly 4 million readers. Oh, let me take a few minutes to go down just a snippet of his resume. Director for Aetna Healthcare Insurance. Executive board member of the Boy Scouts of America. CEO of the Pepsi Cola bottling franchise in Washington, D.C. Named one of the 50 most powerful and influential African Americans in corporate America by Fortune magazine. And oh, by the way, he's a proud member and brother of Omega Psi Phi fraternity, rolling with the Qs. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU,
All right, y'all. We've heard of things running in the family, but get your calculator out because you're going to need to add up all the people arrested here, all in the same family. 4 kids in Maryland were caught driving around in 2 different stolen cars. So they were all teenagers and 2 adults were with them. That's a total of 6 people. Those adults were 18 and 21 years old. And it turned out they were riding around with stolen stuff in the car from a nearby store. The 2 adults got thrown in jail, and the 4 kids were charged as juveniles, so that's 6 arrests. But we're just getting started. The kids had to get picked up by a guardian, and when that guardian showed up, the car the guardian was driving in was also stolen. And there were 3 women in that car, and a guy was driving. Now, cops thought it might be hot because the back window was smashed in. So after the 3 women got dropped off, cops tracked down the car and arrested 4 more people inside. So I guess they dropped the 3 off, 4 more got in. And the 3 women who got dropped off at the jail also got arrested. Listen, so if you've lost count, a total of 13 people were arrested, 7 juveniles and 6 adults. They all apparently knew each other and were between the ages of 13 and 21 years old. Now, it's not clear what the guardian situation was all about or where their parents were during all of this. Y'all, cops say that all 3 of the stolen cars were Hyundais. Yeah. And so
They're still in the game.
they're still in the Hyundais.
Yes, they just talked about the Apple Hyundai is giving out those locks to put on your steering wheel.
What?
Because people steal them.
It's a TikTok trend. So on TikTok, they're teaching people the easy way to steal the Hyundais.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was sad.
Wow.
What community in the country this probably was in, Special K? Probably, if you had to guess.
Well, let's just say there's a lot of cash advance places, Dollar Generals, Family Dollars, cash stores, American delis,
What
beauty
county?
supply stores. It's a lot. You name the county. It's a lot of them places in whatever county it was in. Probably a Piggly Wiggly or. Yes. I hate to say, I know this was a.
Thank you.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in the celebrity news, y'all. Yesterday, we talked about Jay-Z and Beyonce and that beautiful $200 million mansion that they purchased cash money for. Well, now, baby, all the people are speaking out. And one person in particular, Mr. Deion Cole, honey, he is talking. He's saying, first of all, y'all, we all know that Jay-Z and Beyonce can do whatever they please with their money, and anyone who has an issue with their new $200 million pass should try taking notes instead of shots. That's what Deion Cole said. Well, now they're saying they spoke with Mr. Cole, and they're saying, you know, he left a message to all the naysayers calling their massive new Malibu mansion a gross exhibition of wealth. Now, as they reported, you know, the power couple dropped only $200 million in cash for the spectacular home, and Deion suggesting, y'all, that their haters need to quit critiquing and get out into the world, y'all, and achieve their own version of success, honey. That's what he said. He said he's realistic. He said, now, we can't all spin like the Carters, but after all, the bigger point is, y'all, find your own level of success, honey. And a lot of people saying, really, Deion Cole? Is that how you really feel about that? Because, I mean, you know, $200 million for a mansion, honey. I mean, that's a lot of money, honey. I mean, even though it's only 30,000 square foot and what have you and stuff, and that's almost a neighborhood or what have you, but he said y'all need to stop critiquing, honey.
Anybody talking about Jeff Bezos' mansion?
Yeah, well, you know, Jeff Bezos, we all know that people feel that because he's of the European descent, that's a different story. But people saying with the Carters, honey, being of African descent, and most people, you know, that just can't really just go out.
So we ain't supposed to have nothing if we are billionaires. They're billionaires, too.
Yeah, they're billionaires, too, but I don't know about this. I mean, but they're saying y'all hating. But they also said, too, y'all, even though, you know, they only paid $200 million for that house, they still kept their $88 million mansion they bought in Bel Air back in 2017. So, you know, there you have it. They said just, you know, $200 million is still relative. They're saying a drop in the bucket considering Beyonce and Jay-Z's unlimited coins. So people are starting to speak out. But let me tell y'all this, though, honey, what people talking about, too. Yeah, they say Jay-Z and Beyonce can do whatever they want to do, honey, with their money and stuff. But a lot of people say, honey, Beyonce needs to learn how to damn sing, honey. A lot of people are talking about it.
Whoa, now you can't say that.
Baby, Beyonce was in she was in London, Europe, honey, and they're saying, baby, Miss Beyonce went out on the stage looking fabulous and forgot the words to her damn song. Here's how it went down.
She was letting the crowd sing.
Yeah, they were not at a Frankie Beverly concert. They said, honey, she shouldn't pass the mic. Yeah, well, she forgot the words. Her saying Coco Chanel, she said Coco Mama. So, honey, so people
she get a pass if that's really what happened. Come on,
Beyonce. Brad, as high as those tickets are,
Gary, she out there for hours, Gary.
No,
and she performing her butt
you
off.
got a point
Come on
there.
now. And when you got so many songs, you might forget one or two words.
Ricky, do you forget your jokes?
He said yes the other day.
Oh, well, he forgot. He remembered them, honey. No, you don't forget them, honey. If I pay that kind of money, baby, you better know these words, honey.
Oh, Gary.
But people are upset about it. They say Beyonce needs to stop that tour right now, honey. She's not going to remember the words to her songs, honey. She needs to stop the tour. So we're just going to keep her lifted up in prayer, honey, because people pay good money to go see Miss Carter perform.
And they're going to get a great show, Gary, still, no matter what.
Well, I don't have the money to see it, but anyway, child, we're going to keep Beyonce lifted up in prayer, y'all, honey, because right now that's just not a good looking. And my quick for free final story, y'all, Kim Kardashian is still saying she's crying every night, honey. She said because, honey, she just raising those children all by herself. She ain't got no help. Kanye ain't around, honey, when she need him and stuff like that. She said, honey, it's a sad situation and she's hurt by it. And she also said, too, before she get in her next relationship, because after the one she went through with Pete Davidson, she said it was very hard and she definitely don't want to go through nothing like that again. So we got to keep Kim Kardashian lifted up in our prayers, honey, and, you know, everything go well for her. The next black man come along, honey, treat her right, honey, and let her have all them children, and it could be a happy woman. So that's what we're going to do. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Lovebird. On the high end, you say Lovebird, and on the low, you say beautiful chartreuse green. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T.
Waking up my husband Cedric and our daughter Corey. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning, and wake up to my niece Stacey Castle and my nephew Stephon Castle. Congratulations on their year of achievement. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Tina. Wanting all my friends and family in Maryland and North Carolina and everywhere. Wake up, wake up, wake up. We're Ricky. We love y'all.
This is Joanne from Houston, Texas. Calling to wake Black Tony up. Wake up, wake up. You got to go to work.
I'm Teresa D. from Charleston, Georgia. Shout out to my family, my grandchildren Teresa D. and my grandson J.R. and my other grandson AJ and Demiria because I love y'all. And Rickey Smiley, you and your family, y'all show them have a blessed day. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up. Meridian, wake up. And Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Already, man, wake up calls brought to you by
Crest, the leader in oral health care for more than 60 years. Crest is the #1 toothpaste brand in America. Smile, Crest has you covered.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
I never knew love like this before until I met Jesus.
Well,
never knew that love was love like this before. Jesus, Jesus.
Man.
Good morning. Here's your church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Our church custodian, Mr. Eugene, who is 86, is home recovering after a baby possum jumped out the dumpster into his head yesterday evening. It didn't bite him because he had a wet jerry curl, but he did get quite bad scalp scratches because he was trying to get a grip while it was sliding off from all the Carefree Curl Activated juice that he had on there. So y'all please keep it lifted up in prayer. He's a nice man. We love Mr. Eugene. Now, the church is looking for grown-faced little boys to join the junior deacon board. So if you got a son or nephew under the age of 10, look like Peebo Bryson or Eddie Levert in the face, Please submit a picture and your contact information to Sister Velma Griggs immediately following service.
Danny Glover.
And yes, Danny Glover, Morgan Freeman, people that look like that in the face.
Yes.
Condolences. Janie, you know the Martin family.
Yeah.
They laid their grandmother, Mother Venita Glover, to rest on yesterday. And Mother Glover was 97 years old and had suffered from mumps, neck pimples, fingernail fungus, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis A, hepatitis H, bad throat muscles, sickle cell, and cell sicker. But Johnny, that ain't what killed her. What killed her was she had met a 31-year-old Jamaican dude on POF.com. And he came over and put that hammer on her, Janie, and she arrived and departed at the same time. So I think that might be a closed casket as well. Because the look on her face, she didn't look like herself. They couldn't make her. Oh, Lord. Janie, that conclude our church announcements. I'll call you later. Y'all have a nice day.
Let me see who's on the phone line. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Darius, what's up?
Hello.
Darius.
Hello.
Where Black Tony?
You reached my voice message. Right now, I lost my phone, and you can reach me at comedian Darius Bradford. What's going on, everybody? And don't forget, always be punctual and keep God first. And when you don't know what to do or which way to turn, and don't know how to look or get to where you're going, remember there's one thing that's always true. You can ask what y'all about to get into.
He did his own beat. He did his own beat.
Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. He lets me walk in a meadow's grass, and he leads me beside the quiet stream. He restores my failing health, and he lets me do what pleases him the most. That's why I'm saved. Ha! That's why I'm saved. That's why I'm saved. Saved in his arms. Yes.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. You remember earlier, y'all, this month, honey, actor Isaiah Washington, y'all, he threatened, honey, to expose, y'all, the sexy behind-the-scenes secrets, y'all, of Grey's Anatomy before he got fired. Well, now, y'all, baby, Isaiah is back and he is talking. They're saying, y'all, that Isaiah has revealed, y'all, that he was sexually harassed by Hollywood bigwigs George Clooney and Sarah Rockwell, y'all. He is definitely talking. And a lot of people saying, my God, what's really going on there? Said Isaiah, he was right about, getting, honey, ignored by mainstream media. They said now he's made, honey, that he's talking about what happened to him behind the scene. And people wonder where that came from. Because, I mean, I know he's doing a movie and stuff, and it's called Safecrackers, if I'm not mistaken. But they're saying what made him decide to come, and start talking about these guys. Because it's been a minute now. I mean, it's been a minute that we heard from Isaiah and stuff, and, and all what happened to him in Grey's Anatomy. But now, so he's saying these things, so I guess people just can't wait to see what really happened, though.
It probably has to do with his movie, I'm sure.
You think so?
Yeah, trying to promote the movie.
Oh, well, honey, he's doing something. But nevertheless, people are saying, my God, Isaiah. But people talking, men are talking more now than they ever talked before.
Yes.
I don't know what happened.
What's going on with that?
I don't know what happened, honey. But y'all, me and Ricky, y'all really talking more now. I mean, it's a new day and time now. So if I was a woman, honey, I'd be very careful with talking to a man, telling him my business or doing anything, because, honey, he will definitely put it out there since this is the new man of 2023. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, last month, R&B singer, y'all, Tyrese Gibson, he was held in contempt of court, y'all. We all know that, y'all. And it was ordered to pay his second ex-wife, Miss Samantha. He was only ordered to pay her $600,000 in back child support. After he called on his fans, y'all, to show up to the courthouse, honey, to send a message to the judge. Well, y'all, they're saying Tyrese has another court date this week, and they say he wants his fans to show up again. How you want people to show up for your court date? And that's just
for your child support case.
Yes. Well, so what they supposed to do?
Yeah, that's going too far.
I mean,
I can see if you were innocent for a crime they accuse you of committing, but for your child support.
And you want people to show up? I mean, that's ridiculous. And if the fans show up, they stupid because they don't have nothing to do with that. Especially half of the people that be showing up probably be women. They would probably need child support from their man. You talking about showing up for somebody else? No, ma'am. I'm sorry, Tyrese. You need to just deal with that on your own and just handle it like a man. If you owe child support, pay your child support. And that's one thing men need to think about, too, when they end up making passionate love, that a child could come from that, and you got to pay child support if you and the woman don't stay together. Period. Not con. So, but anyway, we're going to pray, honey, that all parties going to get this situation taken care of. And these people stay at their doggone house, because you can get arrested, too, especially if you're of African-American descent. They can say you did all kind of disruption to the court and all kinds of, no, ma'am, honey, I'll just protest from the computer screen.
Yes.
Yes, that's what that'll be. All right, in my final story, y'all, everybody's raving R&B singer Monica, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that Monica gifted her son Rocco, y'all, $18,000, honey, to invest for his 18th birthday. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the clever judge, it was tucked into the end of the birthday, video. She did a video for which that video was so touching, honey. She showed from him being a baby up until now. But they're saying, y'all, what she did was she told Rocco, she said, "Hey, I'm giving you $1,800, honey, to go on ahead and have some fun with, but I'm giving you $18,000 to invest in yourself or a business."
I love it.
Isn't that nice?
I love that.
Isn't that nice?
I love that.
Yes, that is
I
so
love
nice.
how she just really wears motherhood. Like, she's just always in the trenches with her baby. And she shows it on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shows it on social media. It's real sweet.
Yeah, I wish I could have got something like that for my 18th birthday. Hell, I was on my own then, honey. I mean, my dad used to give us $10, so.
But look at how successful you became, Gary.
Yeah,
so clearly them $10 worked out.
Yeah, I guess, honey. So, but one of my former co-workers, Andrew, and Rickey, tell her, hell. She gave me $10, honey, in honor of my dad. So congratulations to Rocco, honey, and his 18th birthday. Rickey, my birthday is coming soon, so I would like an investment.
Yep.
So just mark that. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Lovebird. On the high end, you say Lovebird, and on the low, you say beautiful chartreuse green. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Here's in what's trending. A woman in New Orleans was trending after posting a letter to her husband that she was leaving him because he would not stop cutting his toenails in bed. Now, it gets pretty petty. Apparently, the couple had only been married for 9 months, but she said that she told him prior to the wedding that this was a deal breaker for her, and apparently she meant it. Now, a lot of users empathized with the wife and started posting the top bad habits that were deal breakers in their relationships. Now, that rang from chewing with a mouthful, which is so nasty and utterly disgusting.
Gary.
Leaving the kitchen cabinets open, that's not too bad. Biting your nails, I can't help it. I cannot help it. I do that. Leaving the toilet seat up. Porn. I can see all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a friend going through that.
Yeah, being late and more being late is a real problem for me on a date. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being there at 7:30, you send a picture that you're in traffic at 7:30. Like it drives me absolutely crazy. You sending me a picture at 7:30 and you knocking on the door at 7:30, it's not the same. It's not the same. So we want to know, what is your ultimate deal breaker in a relationship, Brett?
Being inconsiderate.
Oh yeah. For example,
open the door for me. Chivalry is not dead. I'm still a woman. Don't talk over me. Don't make me feel like I'm less than. Just being inconsiderate. Like, make me feel special and give me all the attention I need, and I'll do the same.
Right. That's good right there. Maria.
Man, Ricky, there's so many on the list.
Okay.
I had a guy one time. Gosh.
Go on and say it.
Let him use you.
We need to know.
He peed in my bed.
Lord.
This was a long time ago when I was in my 20s. I didn't know what happened. Yeah, and he I was sleeping and he tapped me on the shoulder and he was like, Maria. And I was like, what? And he was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what? And he was like, I peed in your bed. And I was like, what? I was like, what? You had a wet dream? Like, what? What do you mean? He was like, no, I peed in your bed. And I looked over, and sure enough, Ricky, my mind was blown, and I had to change. He had to put on one of my shirts. He was with a crop top on. It was terrible. I'm oversharing this morning. I really needed somebody to jump in and stop me. Yeah.
So now he in the bed with a halter top on.
Yeah, he in the bed with a halter top. And I never spoke to him again.
Why he whispered though?
Tapping me on the shoulder like he was.
So did you stick with him and let him wear an adult diaper for a minute?
No, I did not. It was awful. It was, he was whispering because he was trying to be considerate, Brad. I think that, so he displayed that characteristic, but he definitely was not able to.
You know what? I played that off so good. I went and got a big glass of ice water, had it in my hand, like when I woke up, and had it kind of spilled, like I was drinking some water, and I nodded off. Man, I'd have played that off. I wouldn't have just, no.
Right.
Hell no. Gary.
Okay, well, Maria, since you're sharing, honey.
Well, go ahead.
This bastard passed
now I feel
gas.
blessed.
That bothered me. Don't do that. Do not fart, damn it, around me. And it just threw me.
Why?
Why?
It sound like
somebody in the
don't
bed.
Matter what it
in the bed.
In the bed or just on the couch? Y'all
on the
TV?
Damn couch. Don't do that.
Hey, Rick.
You know, I mean,
Gary, hold on.
What?
Gary.
What?
Maybe the muscle's gone.
Well, his muscle shouldn't have been gone. That muscle shouldn't have been gone. I'm sorry.
Who else want to share? What's next? Come on, who else want to share? We ain't even going to get into that.
Move on.
It's somebody else's turn.
Oh, man.
And I got another one, too, Ricky. Don't lil me. Don't lil me.
Always say that, lil.
Don't lil me. I hate that. Don't lil me. I see your lil Jeep. Don't lil me.
Gary,
I don't know what.
You can turn the music off whenever. I promise to God.
You hate that too.
Promise. I told the chick, I see your little. I told the chick, I said, ma'am, I don't have a little anything.
But it don't always mean something bad.
Yes, it does.
It depends on who it's coming from. No, it don't.
It
depends on who.
Don't minimize my accomplishments in success. I hate that.
Oh, y'all. Everybody don't mean harm when they say it, though.
Well, why they say
it's a bad habit.
I guess
it's a bad habit. I can't stand it.
It depends on who it come from.
And then the way you looking at it with your mouth twisted up and doing your hand. I see you doing that rocking back your head sideways. I see you look, like you half jealous and stuff. You know, you got nice stuff. You know, I ain't got no look. My car ain't look. What you think I drive?
Little Mini Cooper.
I think y'all taking it too serious.
It's not, Brett. It's the way they say it.
But they keep saying it. Everything is little. I see your little entourage. I have a staff. I don't have no entourage. What are you talking about? I can't stand it. Yeah, Gary, which one? No. They go straight to my nervous system.
Y'all so picky.
Nervous system.
People don't tell you that they'll live stuff.
It depends on who says it.
Little nothing.
Oh, Lord.
And you want to find out?
Tell them, dog.
It shouldn't offend you if you know you ain't got nothing little, though.
Yeah. I would think
quiet,
that after
bro.
25 years of marriage, I wouldn't have a deal breaker, but I do. And I got one that got me considering calling the lawyer right now.
What?
If she don't stop reaching in my plate every time I'm eating something, let me get a little piece of that. That's taking me to the edge. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care
You're supposed
what
to
I'm
share
eating.
with your wife.
No, you don't just go. Just stop reaching in my plate every time I'm eating.
Why did you just order what I order?
Yes.
Because I want to order something different. And I want to taste what you got, too.
In the Grand Lux where they give you a lot of food, but if you had to go at a place where you just get a little small regular plate of food.
Oh, y'all. That's so
can't be doing that.
selfish.
It don't matter if I come in the house with something.
That's so
Why
you should
you gotta
want to
just reach
share.
in?
That's so
No.
selfish. As long as her
But why you
hands
gotta
clean,
reach in
she
my
should be
plate
able
and
to
just
reach
grab
in your
something?
plate and be able to
Ooh,
reach
let me
in
get
hers.
a piece of that.
So
Like, no.
what? Why would you want to say no to
Because
your
it's
wife?
every single time, Brad.
Oh, well, get
It's
used to it. You
every
married it and
single
you've been with her
time.
for this long. It must not bother you that bad.
I mean, don't nobody else want me at this point, but I'm just saying, like, stop.
Y'all so petty.
I do
somebody
feel
come
you,
up to
Special
me and-
Kato.
If somebody come up to me and say, Brett, I see your little Bentley. I know my Bentley ain't little. I know how much it costs.
Right.
I know how much my wife paid for that. So it don't bother me that somebody say, I see your little, because mine is bigger than yours.
But
That's
Brad,
the issue.
It be coming off as jealous though.
Yeah.
Well, then just don't talk to them no more, I guess.
I don't.
It don't offend me. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, they trying to get to you, and by you getting offended, you let them know that what your weakness is. You letting them know they push your
Give 'em
buttons.
that
Don't
power.
acknowledge it. Don't
Well, that's-
acknowledge it.
Well, that's why they ass ain't been back over to my house. How about that? Let's go to the phones. 8669 Ricky. Good morning.
Lying and no reverence for God, no moral compass. You ain't got no moral compass, you don't have no reverence for God, and you a liar, you lie with dumb stuff. I can't fool with you.
What's a bad habit that's a deal breaker for me is when the administration doesn't do their job and everyone else has to suffer for it. Flatulence, passing gas. Oh my God, I am so grossed out by that. And I just think if you're going to do it, step away. Don't do that in front of your partner.
Oh man, not getting all the toilet tissue out your booty.
Man, suck his teeth.
Smoking in my house. They could do it outside, but not in the house.
A man that constantly leaves hair in the sink after shaving. Picking the callus off the heel of your feet. Wiping your boogers on the side of the bed is a deal breaker for me.
Wow,
No,
man. Not the
man.
tissue in your booty.
Yeah, a chick. Yeah. I went on a date and the chick had a French roll and some pan curls, and I was turned off. I kept my mask on the whole time. Ain't nothing wrong with a French roll if that's how you rocking, but French rolls are not in. And I don't know what made us decide to get some pan curls. And this chick 40. You know what I'm saying? So I guess she been around too many old people, but it was. I mean, the French roll was nice or whatever, but I haven't seen one. And then when where it fold on the inside, she had the little pins in there with the little butterflies on it. But I knew that we had the protection of God on that date. I knew wasn't nothing gonna happen that night.
Okay,
because
that good
I
old
knew that
banana
God-
clip.
That
You know
banana
what?
clip, boy. Old school right there. Pull out the banana clip.
Cover the whole half of your head.
You got one of them, you know you covered in the
All
blood
your
of Jesus,
head.
honey.
Well, mine is bad breath, doggone it.
Ooh,
Funky
yeah.
mouth.
Ooh.
Can't do it.
From a mile away.
Brad, hold on. Brad, you said a banana clip.
You know the ones that open at the top and then, and then they pass it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest graduated from Florida A&M University and was elected to the Florida State Senate in 2020. And the 35th District in Dade County, Florida, a member of the LGBT community, and was elected to the Florida State Senate. And we are so happy to have on the show Senator Sharon Jones. Good morning. Hey, man, I am Man, I'm so happy that you came on, man. God bless you, man. And I had a talk with a friend of mine, Super Cindy, and everybody was just bragging and boasting about everything that you're doing in the community. And now we got this issue with Governor Ron DeSantis, who's supposed to be making an announcement that he's running for president of the United States today via Twitter with Elon Musk. So why do you feel like it was so important for you to take a stand against Ron DeSantis?
First, I appreciate you for having me, Rick. Good to be on here with you all. And first, I want to just really acknowledge that this is an advisory. It's not a boycott, nor is it even a ban. It's really a warning to those businesses, conventions, and those other events to make it known that if you're coming to Florida, know what type of state that you're coming into. Also, yes, come and enjoy, but also figure out what you can and where you can plug in to help fight against the fascism and the racism and the total hijacking of our democracy and our human rights. It's because I believe personally that we have a responsibility to keep your number one obligation, which is to represent the people, all 23 million people that are here in Florida. So there are many loud voices in this conversation, but the loudest voices aren't necessarily the right voices all the time. Beyond politics, most of this stuff boils down to simply what's right and let's do what's right by people.
Now, the NAACP released an advisory statement saying the state of Florida has engaged in an all-out attack on Black Americans, accurate Black history, voting rights, members of the LGBTQ plus community, immigrants, women's reproductive rights, and free speech, while simultaneously embracing a culture of fear, bullying, and intimidation by public officials.
And that's, really disheartening. I know that you are a native of Florida. I'm from Dade County, Carroll City, Bajas all day. So for me to see what's happening in Florida really, really breaks my heart. Now, we know the cost to live in Florida has skyrocketed. Beyond the cost of living, are Black residents thinking about moving out of the state because of what Ron DeSantis and the GOP legislature are doing?
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at what's happening in Tallahassee and what has happened over the last 2 years, we have dealt with culture wars for the past 2 years. We haven't dealt with the insurance crisis here in Florida in a real way. We haven't dealt with the rent crisis here in Florida in a real way. And you all know the saying, when the world catches the flu, our community catches pneumonia. So there's a great deal of Black and brown people in Florida who are finding it hard every single day just to make it. They have been priced out of their homes. They can't afford to pay their rent because the legislature has restricted rent control, allowing landlords to raise rents by $200, $400, some even $1,000. Just yesterday, we got a phone call and an email from a mom who's living in a dilapidated home right now in Liberty City where her roof is dripping and she has 3 children. She can't find help anywhere. She can't find anywhere to live. There are no affordable housing areas for people to live in. And while they're dealing and constantly going through culture wars, we have real issues that we should be dealing with. And the governor is now running for president all at the same time when there are real issues, not just within our community, but within other communities that we should be attacking.
So, Senator Jones, things are just so political right now. As Florida gets browner, you think this is being seen as a move, yet another move by state Republicans to rule rather than govern from a minority position?
All of this, I'm going to be very frank with you all of this is a power play. This is not about good policy. This is a total power grab that we are seeing across this country, whether in Florida, whether in Tennessee, whether in Texas, whether there's in Arizona. The browning of America is real, and it is scary as hell for many men and women who believe the nation is becoming too and more diverse. So all of this has been nothing but a power grab.
We're talking to Florida Senator Chevron Jones, and now that the NAACP travel advisory has been put into place, why is it important for us to continue to support Black mayors, Black businesses, and, of course, Black events in Florida?
Well, one thing to be clear on, we need all of the support, especially within our Black businesses, Black events, all those things that's happening. We have to continue to support those things. The advisory is just that, and I want those who are coming into the state to have these events just to figure out what type of actions could you do to attach to your event, to attach to your conference when you come here. Can you partner with a organization to do a community canvassing? Can you partner with an elected official when you come here to do some type of action to engage people? We don't want to tell people not to come to Florida. We want people to know that when you do come to Florida, let's put together some actions and some things that we can do to engage our people and get our people outside to get more involved within the political process.
Hey, Senator Jones, man, thank you so much for coming on the show and and letting everybody. And you got to check back in with us. You welcome on the show anytime. I don't want this to be a one-time interview. You got to keep us abreast of everything that's going on in Florida. Let everybody know how they can follow you.
Thank you, Ricky. Anyone can follow me on Twitter at Chevron Jones, Facebook Chevron Jones, Instagram Chevron Jones. That's SHEVRIN.
All right, I'm going to catch up with you, Senator, because I'm Floridian also, man. I absolutely love the work that you're doing. I'm always seeing you on the news and everything, man, and thank you so much. Proud fellow HBCU grad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Florida State Senator Chevron Jones. Front page coming up next.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time for the front page. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday headlines. The parents of a suicidal Nevada black teenager who was fatally shot by police in 2020 have agreed to a $2 million settlement with the city of Sparks that also includes more crisis intervention and mental health training for police officers. Micah Lee, who was 18, had no criminal history and was not wanted for any crimes when a white officer shot him 5 times while he was sitting in his car on January 5th. Lee's mother called 911 shortly before the shooting and warned the dispatcher 3 times that her son was mentally unstable. In other news, a new grant-making effort funded by former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer and his wife Connie's philanthropic arm will provide $42.5 million over the next 5 years to support more than 100 black-led nonprofits focused on improving economic mobility. The effort aims to help close the funding gap for early and mid-stage black-led nonprofits whose unrestricted assets are 76% smaller than their white counterparts' assets. Lastly, y'all, researchers at the University of California, Los Angeles discovered that smoking cannabis does not pose the same risk as smoking tobacco. The researchers examined a group of middle-aged and older individuals who were either current or former tobacco smokers and found no connection between cannabis smoking and the progression or development of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, also known as COPD. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Already, Maria, the Boston Celtics stay alive in the Eastern Conference Finals. They win Game 4, avoid being swept by the Miami Heat. Jason Tatum dropped 34 points. Jimmy Butler had 29 points for Miami, and he's easy going. He calm. Like, listen, man, we good. We ain't got to panic yet.
Only thing I'm going to say is we'll be okay. Let's get back to doing what we've always done to get us to this point. Continually have belief in one another, knowing that we're going to win, and we will. So we just got to play harder. Like, there's not too much to say with this group because we already know, so we just got to go out there and execute.
The GOAT, Tom Brady, has reached an agreement to join the ownership group with the Las Vegas Raiders. At least 24 NFL team owners have to approve this participation from Tom Brady, but he's expected to be one of the new owners of the Las Vegas Raiders, joining that investment group. He's also part of the investment group that owns the WNBA franchise Las Vegas Aces. Buffalo Bills defensive back Damar Hamlin is continuing to make steps in his road to returning to the play in the NFL. He did some drills and some agility work with his teammates. Just 4 months ago, he went into cardiac arrest on the field and almost died. There's no timetable for when or if he will be able to be cleared to play full contact, but he wants to make a comeback. He said, I want to play again. So it is what it is. That's my quick sports report right there. Brad got the hot spot. Let's go.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the hot spot brought to you by
Britt and Jackie welcome Dr. Richard T. Benson as he shares how uncontrolled high blood pressure can increase the risk of stroke and dementia later in life. Listen to the Black Health 365 podcast. To listen, go to Apple Podcasts or UrbanOnePodcast.com. Bring it, Tad. What's happening?
What's happening, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Nick Cannon, he recently shared that he believes Bruno Mars has more hits than Beyonce. Ooh, during a recent episode of Nick Cannon's The Daily Cannon Show, the TV host left off his thoughts, and he said he would rather see Bruno Mars perform live over a Beyonce or Taylor Swift concert. Nick Cannon began the conversation with his co-host by asking if they ever seen Bruno Mars perform live. Nick said, no offense, I would rather go to a Bruno Mars show than a Beyonce or Taylor Swift show. While his co-host was shocked at the statement, Nick followed with, who got more hits? The Wild 'N Out host questioned, Beyonce got more hits than Bruno Mars. Later in the conversation, he added, I'm a Beyonce fan, but I still believe Bruno Mars actually has more hit records. Who do y'all think got more hits?
That's a close one.
Beyonce does. Beyonce may have more hits, but probably no more than one more than Bruno, according to statistics.
How? It seems like Beyonce been having hits since the 90s.
Well, are we including Destiny's Child or just her solo career?
Anything Beyonce on, just a hit.
Well, if you include Destiny's Child, then she got more.
Yeah, I would say Beyonce.
So too.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, despite Nick's musical... Huh?
Between Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Beyonce probably had more hits that got radio spins. I don't know. I would have to definitely ask somebody about that. I'll have to research.
Well, despite Nick's musical opinion, y'all, reports state that Beyonce does, in fact, have more hits than Bruno. The two artists both have 8 number ones. However, according to reports, Beyonce has 21 top 10 hits, while Bruno has 18. And in addition, she has 81 total Hot 100 singles, and Bruno Mars has 32. So I think Beyonce wins that one. Moving on, during a recent interview with Us Weekly, Beyonce's dad, Matthew Knowles, opened up about raising his famous daughters, Beyonce and Solange. Knowles said that he exposed his daughters to various experiences to discover what they gravitated towards. He explained, we take them to NASA, we take them to science fairs and to the library. We take them to sporting events and entertainment. But Matthew said that his daughters were always the most interested in entertainment. He also discussed the possibility of Destiny Child recording another album. Matthew said that decision would be made by the ladies, and that's a decision that they would have to make, but he would certainly support that decision. He also added that he still manages Destiny Child, so he would love to see that, and you never know what the future holds, is what he said. And last but not least, y'all, during the interview with Rolling Stone, Janelle Monáe, she's opened up about showing off her body, y'all. She said that she's much happier when her breasts are out and she can run around free.
I'm happy. I'm happy all her breasts are out and she running around. She ain't the only one happy. I'm happy.
She said a deep personal evolution has allowed her to become more nude, more present, and less anxious. She also talked about her upcoming album, saying that there's a wide variety of influences behind it. She said it was kind of inspired by all my folks, my community of folks who are from South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, the Caribbean, Atlanta, LA, Chicago, seeing all of us together in our blackness and the love that we had in our eyes for each other. And speaking of Janelle, Lupita Nyong'o and Janelle Monáe have been friends since they met at the Met Gala in 2014, and many have speculated that the pair were once romantically involved. I didn't know that, y'all. Did y'all know that?
I'm thinking about it right now, though.
The Black Panther star spoke out about these rumors in a recent profile of Monáe for Rolling Stone. She said she has magnetism that they were obviously picking up on, and she was not surprised by the dating rumors. She said, I don't mind being associated with her in any capacity, Nyong'o added. She said, just because you're a close friend of hers doesn't mean that you get to know everything about her. I think that's what makes her interesting as an artist. All right, now.
I love it.
I love
all
it, too.
of that. Keep me
But we go.
Now, make me want to go pull out my National Geographic magazine.
Oh, Ricky.
You stupid. We gonna wrap up the hot spot on that. But coming up next, we got the praise mix down.
Yeah, ain't nothing like some dusty breasts on the Thursday.
Oh my God.
Lord.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.